It happened about 2 years ago, at the height of the season. My wife and I often went out for barbecues. We didn't forget to work on the property, but mostly we went there to relax. We have a house that could literally replace an apartment. There is electricity here, that already says a lot. A few times we even came for the weekend and slept in the cottage. With gas in the cylinder, it can already be considered a full-fledged apartment. Our dacha plot was not far from the city, literally 5 kilometers away. The street next to us was also inhabited by people who came for the weekend, like us, and some stayed for the whole summer, so to speak, resting from the smart city. Solitude with nature gave strength and energy. I was on great terms with my neighbors, and we periodically helped each other or borrowed what was needed. Sometimes it was something trivial, like asking for salt or matches. We had a neighbor named Claire in her 30s who liked to come over all summer and literally disappear into her vegetable garden. As far as I knew, she didn't have a man, although she wasn't shy, quite the opposite. She had a great sense of humor and could joke about all sorts of things. She wasn't self-conscious, which made her even more interesting. One evening I needed to borrow some matches. It had rained during the night, and I had forgotten to put the whole box away last time, so they all got damp. I decided to go to Claire's because I hadn't seen her in a while and thought I'd ask her how she was doing. Admittedly, Claire is a very beautiful woman, and if I wasn't married, I might have had some wild thoughts about her. However, although Claire was fond of making vulgar jokes, I always took it as humor and nothing more. I told my wife I'd be back soon and went to get matches. When I got to Claire's house, I saw that the gate was open and quiet music was playing inside. I tried to call out to her, but she didn't seem to hear me. I decided to go inside the house and cautiously crept into the room where the summer kitchen was. I kept calling her name quietly so as not to startle her. To my surprise, she came out half undressed, and I felt wildly embarrassed. I asked for a match, but instead of answering, she grabbed me by my shorts and pulled me along. "Where are you taking me?" I stammered, feeling even more awkward. She only smiled and replied, "You wanted the matches, didn't you? They're in the bedroom." That day, Claire opened up a whole new world of feelings for me. I tried to please her in every way possible, more than I ever had with my wife. By the time we were done, I was covered in sweat. It was probably a good thing I'd left my cell phone in our cottage, or my wife would have flooded it with calls. When I finally got back, I realized I hadn't even brought matches. I ended up having to go to another neighbor's house, or I would have had to mess with Claire for another hour. If you enjoyed this story, please give it a like and subscribe for more.